Hello everyone, this is Board Games and Bourbon. I'm Glenn Flaherty, and right now I want to talk to you about the super cool King Domino Duel that I'm really enjoying. It is based on King Domino. It plays very quickly, very fun decisions, and ease of play that really makes it great for travel, not to mention the great container it's in. Now, this is meant specifically for two people. It's not going to have a solo mode, but like most games, play it by yourself. See if you can beat your own score. It's kind of fun. But what's going to happen in this game is you're going to get this container here. It comes in a magnetically sealed container, which is great. It's not going to come out on you. You're going to open it up. You're going to see the instructions in multiple languages. You're going to take those out. Now you're going to see these pads. You're going to take these pads out, and the cool thing about these pads are they're double-sided, not in the traditional way. Okay, now I actually tore off some to play the game for us, but what's going to happen is on these pads, it's going to serve two purposes. This side here is our little land where we're placing dominoes, okay? We're rolling die, we're putting two together, and that's our domino piece, and we have to put them on this board. When we do that, we fill it in side by side or up and down or anything like that, and then we get points when it's multiplied by an X that's on a dice. But on the other side of this piece of paper are powers we can get, and we get these powers by checking off dice we take that don't have multipliers on them, and the first person to the inside to the red square gets the superpower, okay? And what do the powers do? I will explain that in a moment. Okay, so that's what our pad of paper is. I'm going to take this out of the way. Okay, then we get to the insert here. Insert's pretty darn cool, I got to tell you. So you open this up, and this is going to give you a nice clear insert with the dice and the pencils. I haven't used the pencils yet. I like to use markers. But then you get these dice, nice and robust, clanky, nice to see, good weight to them. Kind of reminds you of the Once Upon a Castle dice. Really good stuff. Each side has a different shield you're trying to put on your board, and then some of them even have multipliers, that little X. And that X will, when the point in the game and how you score is when you get a land mass of shields, you take all those squares, you multiply it by the multiplier, and that's your points. Question mark is anything you want, but you can't use it on the powers. Okay, you take those out. Get your pencils. Again, you can see that nice clear see-through thing. Setting up the game could not be easier. You are going to put one piece of paper here for that person, one person over here for this person, and then you're going to put one in between, and this is your powers. Now, the way you're going to play the game is player one is going to roll all the dice. Okay, player one chooses one. Player one's probably going to go for the question mark because they want flexibility. Player number two is going to choose two, like that. And then player one gets to choose there again. Now, when you do this, and I should really, maybe what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make that an X, just for examples, okay? Okay, now what happens is each of these people write this down. So this person over here is going to say, they're going to put this down, they can make that whatever they want. The rule is, on this piece of paper, whenever you put down a domino, it has to match something. So what do you do in the beginning of the game when nothing matches? Well, in that case, it has to touch the castle that's in the center of the paper, okay? You can also, at some point, cross out the castle and add a multiplier somewhere. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dot here, and that lets me fill off a dot here, okay? Good. I'm glad I chose the Sharpie pen that has decided not to work. Okay, now, because I chose this and there's no multiplier on it, it also fills up this spectrum here and it gives me a power. It's getting me closer and closer to using a power that's in the center. The first person to get it, to reach that spot, gets the power, and it's just for them. And what do these powers do? Okay, the first power on this sheet says when you put down dominoes, they don't necessarily have to match. The second power says you can take a domino and then you can split it up however you want. So you can put like one die in a weird corner, which happens more than you might think. The next one says you get to choose two die first. Okay. The next power says you get to flip a die over to whatever you want. Following that is an immediate power that says 3, and that means you get to score a zone and get 3 points, okay, for the masses. And then the last one lets you instantly add an X, lets you add a multiplier to one of your masses on your board. So let me continue with my turn. I take this one here, and I'm going to take that question mark, and I'm going to put that over there. Okay, now, I take the benefit of the question mark. I can't use it for the powers because kind of the rule is you can't double dip. Okay, but when I look over here, what this person is going to do, they're going to do something very similar. They're going to put down their double shield, and let's just say they're going to put it here. Now, because it's a premium to always have your open castle, I don't want to necessarily block it. So I'm actually going to make my second castle go up. And there's one multiplier on there, which is great. So right now, if the game were to end now, that one multiplier would multiply by these two, and I'd have 2 points. As far as the die go, I can't double dip this one. So I have to only account for this double line. The double line is down here. I fill that in, and now I am one space closer to getting the power where I can rotate my die, okay? Now that's pretty good, and that's essentially how the whole game's going to go. You're just going to do that till you're done. Now I've done it a ton of times on these other boards here, and you will be amazed how often, now this is probably 10 games in, you still end up with these corners that you don't fill in. And here I was able to get a big old mass of stuff, okay? Now, how do I do the scoring? Well, once again, let's take a look here at this piece of paper. The red that's filled in, that is an island of shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shields there. The amount of X's is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 times 5. That's 25 points right there, okay? And I believe when I played this game, I didn't get any powers. This is actually, yeah, not a single thing. You know what that means? It means I didn't even use it yet. This is the one that I used. Let's turn this over so you can look at that. Okay, and you can see that on this one, I was the first one to get that power. And when you use the power, you check it off. You get to save your powers until you want to use it, but the bottom two do have to be used instantly. Well, I got to tell you, the game is super fast. It's really cool. I mean, that is literally all there is to it. If you are a fan of roll and writes, I highly encourage it. It's not going to play solo, but so what? Okay, thanks everyone. Take a look at that, and I will talk to you later. Bye.